What are the key considerations in the use of PARP inhibitors in the treatment of ovarian cancer?
Right now with the advent of PARP inhibitors, we've seen this kind of growth in the PARP inhibitor area. Really, with the advent of currently three PARP utilizers, PARP agents in this setting, the big consideration that we're looking at is indication first. We know that recently, the indication, for example, with Zejula and niraparib in this case, was just recently approved in the ovarian setting, really for maintenance treatment for patients. And that really has changed the actual spectrum of care. When we're addressing patients who are going on oral therapy, right, the most important thing is, are they adherent, right? Can they take the drug? Can they afford the drug? And also other mitigating side effects as well. So really looking at that combination of patient-specific care, these are all important perspectives. The one thing is, that has come up recently is, how do you take the drug? Is it a BID dosing? Is it a daily dosing? And that also is correlated with some patients for ease of use, right, across the board. So really addressing the ability of the patient to take that therapy has really been the most salient discussion, but also maintaining it based on their indications for treatment, which actually gets us the drug in the first place for patients, has also been a major consideration as well. So we try to take all of those pieces together and add them up. We do a lot of background work, again, looking at patient assistance, copay costs, adherence measures as well, and all play a direct role in actually addressing the right therapy for patients, as well as the most appropriate treatment as well.
Wonderful. How will the approval of Zejula impact the treatment of ovarian cancer?
The one thing that it will do is actually increase access. And we know that by having one therapy out there, there may not be, kind of a consistent methodology in access, because one therapy may not actually be the best for the patient, especially when it comes to tolerance. All are important. And also data showing outcomes, right? So we actually combine our actual care model based on the actual outcome of therapy, attached to it with adherence measures, especially with oral oncolytics being a very important role in this discussion. So across the board, having this new indication really opens up the access for patients, and that only will help maintain those therapies for patients as well, really showing the improvement right now in the PFS setting, but hopefully in the OS setting as well.
Can you describe the importance of adding Zejula as a first-line therapy for patients with platinum-responsive advanced ovarian cancer, and how this will affect disease progression?
We've seen a number of different therapies come up in the frontline setting, especially with treatments in these clinical trials as well. We've seen the solo trial with one therapy. We've seen the Apollo trial with another therapy in combination, Lilly trial as well. But the Prima trial, also with niraparib, Zejula in this case, has really brought about the discussion of PFS and OS. We know that when we're taking a look at these platinum-based patients, utilizing treatment thereafter, we do have an improved PFS, and that's really been the guiding point. Really, we're using PFS as a surrogate endpoint here. With the utilization of this therapy right now, what we expect or hope to see is that improved progression-free survival or event-free survival curve pushed to the right. And we've seen that already with the data here as well. I think what we're pending here from this standpoint is looking at overall survival and how will that affect patients versus other therapies in the future. So the clinical trial data really looking at that subgroup has shown improved outcomes, but also we want to make sure we actually correlate that with overall survival as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.